Right now, lawmakers ambushed.
Is that guy okay out there?
And then we start hearing gunshots about 5 feet from me.
Targeted while playing ball.
A very loud shot that everybody thought it sounded like a gun. And then boom, rapid succession after that. He had a rifle of some type.
The shooter killed. Congress in shock.
An attack on one of us is an attack on all of us.
Team coverage tonight on the attack in Alexandria.
And the investigation into this horrific attack is only beginning right now, but the shooter had a long history of making rants against President Trump on social media. 4
innocent victims were shot, including Congressman Steve Scalise from Louisiana.
We have live team coverage in Washington. Local 10 News reporter Michael Seiden is on Capitol Hill.
And we begin with Washington, D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo live at the very park where this happened in Alexandria, Virginia. Ross.
Well, Laura and Calvin, the FBI just updating some information, telling us exactly how the shooter, James Hodgkinson, died. They say that he died of several gunshot wounds right to his torso. They're also telling us that he was living out of his car very close to here for some 3 months. They're now in the process of combing through that car to see what sort of evidence they can find. Meanwhile, back here at the scene where this all happened on this baseball diamond, take a look back there at that dugout. The FBI has been in there for hours now searching for clues as to exactly what happened. That's where he was standing earlier today as he fired off dozens of rounds. All of that caught in great detail on someone's cell phone.
We need medics. We got a suspect.
Just as rescuers were dispatched to the scene.
Bullets ring out at least 25 times. People can be seen running.
Do we know where he's at? Do we know where he's at?
He's behind home plate. You call 911?
I assume people have been calling 911 already.
Then shots of a player down on the field.
Is that guy okay out there?
Then this video of rescuers rushing in.
We have another one down. I think it was a total of 5 down.
And those who lived it now telling the inside story.
And that's where I see one of our Capitol Police officers shooting from around the corner of the dugout, the first base dugout, towards the third base dugout where the man with the rifle is.
That man hitting 5 people, including Representative Steve Scalise, left on the field screaming and scrambling to get out of the line of fire.
I heard a scream from Steve Scalise. I don't remember what exactly was said because there was a lot of bedlam.
Yeah, he was coherent the whole time, but boy, he laid out there for at least 10 minutes alone in the field, and we couldn't get to him while there were shots.
Did the shooter say anything?
Not that there was a lot of yelling going on.
But suddenly, the yelling stopped. The shooter brought down by police. Rescuers rushed Scalise out with a shot in the hip and push him into emergency surgery.
Is this an assassination attempt?
No, it's not an assassination attempt.
The FBI has identified the shooter as 66-year-old James Hodgkinson, a home inspector from Illinois who recently moved to Alexandria. His social media littered with anti-Trump comments like, "Trump is a traitor. Trump has destroyed our democracy. It's time to destroy Trump and company." The Bernie Sanders campaign also verifying that he was once a volunteer.
I am sickened by this despicable act, and I condemn this action in the strongest possible terms.
One representative saying the gunman asked him if the players were Republican or Democrat before he started shooting.
I'd like to know why he did it. I mean, I don't understand why he did it.
Friends say they knew he was political, but never expected anything like this.
I would never thought this would happen, period.
All right, take a look at this. The FBI just putting out this poster seeking more information on this guy. They're sending it out nationally because we know that he's from Belleville, Illinois. That's just outside of St. Louis. He's been missing for 3 months, presumably living here in the car that they just found a few blocks away from here. Of course, if you have any information, contact the FBI immediately. All right, just to recap for you quickly, 5 people hit, 2 people in critical condition, 2 people in stable condition tonight. 1 person has been released from the hospital. The president at the White House speaking out about all of this today. Take a listen.
Steve, I want you to know that you have the prayers not only of the entire city behind you, but of an entire nation and, frankly, the entire world.
You know, these representatives were out here on the field. They were practicing for a charity baseball game, Lori and Calvin, that is to take place tomorrow. Even despite the shooting, that game will go on. The president in the past, this game has been going on for 100 years. The president in the past has gone to the game, so we're still waiting to see whether President Trump will announce that he'll attend as this takes place tomorrow.
All right, a game that has a lot more meaning. Our Ross Palumbo live for us in Alexandria, Virginia. Thanks a lot, Ross.
And we're learning much more about the victims, along with Congressman Steve Scalise, lobbyist Matt Micah, and congressional aide Zach Barth were shot. Capitol Police officers David Bailey and Crystal Griner were also injured.
Matt Micah is a lobbyist for Tyson Foods. And Micah's family saying today he is out of surgery and in ICU in critical condition. And the family released a statement today which reads in part, baseball is one of his great passions and he always loved the congressional team. Matt's family, now traveling to Washington, D.C., was informed by paramedics on the scene that Matt was shot several times.
Zach Barth worked for the Jeb Bush presidential campaign. He now works for Congressman Roger Williams out of Texas.
Zach Barth, who works for me, was shot while he was retrieving balls in the outfield. When I got into the dugout, it wasn't 10 seconds. Then Zach had come running in from the outfield, and we landed in each other's arms.
And as for Jeb Bush, he tweeted out, "My prayers are with Zach and everyone hurt in this morning's shooting. Hats off to the U.S. Capitol Police for their heroic response."
And our live team coverage continues on Capitol Hill, where members of Congress on both sides of the aisle are reacting to today's shooting.
Local 10 News reporter Michael Seiden is right there live with more. Michael.
Lori and Calvin, as you can imagine, it was a very somber day here on the Hill. Everyone's stunned and saddened by what transpired this morning. But tonight, both sides of the aisle calling for bipartisan unity. Tonight, congressional leaders are reacting, many concerned for their own safety.
Tragic, inexplicable, horrible, and just inexcusable. My heart goes out to the Capitol Police, who I understand were incredibly brave.
Hours after the shooting, Speaker of the House Paul Ryan calling for bipartisan unity.
We are one house, the people's house, united in our humanity. It is that humanity which will win the day.
House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi.
That at a time when people want us to come together, and we're prepared to come together tomorrow night, that this assault would be made.
We're also hearing reaction from lawmakers who witnessed the attack, some forced to take cover in a dugout.
It's disconcerting, but grateful that I had finished pitching at the time.
The early morning attack bringing back horrible memories of 2011. That's when then Arizona Congresswoman Gabby Giffords was nearly killed in her home district of Tucson. Today she took to Twitter expressing her pain for the victims. Her husband, retired astronaut Mark Kelly, also weighing in on this tragedy.
Having experienced something like this in her district, to see this happen again with her colleagues on the other side of the aisle is, it's unacceptable, it's sad.
And things have started to get back to normal here. We know some of the committees did meet this afternoon. Also, at one point, there was really a big police presence here. In fact, they were blocking off the entrances to the House and the Senate. Again, though, lawmakers plan on being back here tomorrow morning. We are live tonight on Capitol Hill. I'm Michael Seiden, Local 10 News.
All right, great.